Shiny Zacian is brand new to Pokemon Go with the Legendary Heroes event. Welcome in, everybody. I hope that you're all good. And actually, shout out Christian, first raid invite from Europe. We definitely didn't go down to the wire. I've been hanging on to this screen recording for a long time. So I think it's 2188 is the 100%er. Or 2735, I'll have to double check on that. This was 2145, that rings a bell of being like a Hundo Heatran or something along those lines. But of course, brand new Shiny, and interesting fact, those of you who played the main series games Sword and Shield will know, Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta have only been available in those main series games through one code release. They have been Shiny locked ever since Sword and Shield were out. So we, Pokemon Go players, are the first people to get multiples of this brand new Shiny Legendary. Christian, maybe raid number 1. It's not shiny. It goes a beautiful blue, all blue doggo. When this originally got released back in 2021, it was the whole Heroes Niantic thing, so I didn't really raid for it too much. Then it came back for Worlds 2022, where the Beefeater Pikachu was much more of a priority. So I've only done about 20 raids of this thing. This is interesting, but it'll be more interesting when it swings to Zamazenta, because I have never got that in my Pokedex before. But anyway, I'm going to catch this off camera. We do have branched research to go through, new wild encounters, Sword and Shield themed stuff, so I'm looking forward to this event. There's a lot of good stuff. I need Shiny Gothita. It's mostly a Zacian Shiny chase. Maybe Europe can deliver some sparkles in the first 5 remotes of the session. You can let me know in the comments below, was day 1 good for you on the Zacian Shiny luck? And is there anything you're chasing in this event particularly before October swings in with new max battles, new events, new spawns and everything? Just discussing the small disappointment that the field research task encounters are Galarian Slowpoke only, apparently. But anyway, carry on with this research. We get a little Squovet, which is 382. Obviously, be looking for 404 error. Claim this, and after we do this, we get to choose a branched pathway. And to be honest, I think I'm going to go Sword. You get special incense spawns from whichever path you choose, and I still need Gothita Shiny, and I wouldn't mind a few more Dino. And anything to avoid Galarian Ponyta is a plus, frankly. So Sword. Galarian Darumaka's in the wild, and that's a really good one to go and chase for some Ice-type DPS. Lachlan from the land down under has delivered 2169, I think I saw, which isn't too bad. But obviously, if it could be a blue dog, that'll be amazing. Now, Zacian, it's okay, I think, as a raid attacker for the fairy types, but it's much more usable in the Master League. Even with the little reshuffle and everything, it's a prime fairy type, and it gets such a good, diverse move pool. Go! Not blue doggo from the landowner. Oh, 2159. Not too shabby at all. I should really get a fairy type mega down for more XL candy, because this thing is only in for a week, people. As expected, the invites are coming in thick and fast, all the way from Japan. I think it's 2105. That would be a nice 100% Giratina, but that's later in October. Blue dog from Japan would be very nice indeed, I believe. Don't make me work for it. Yes, it's shiny, come on. Shiny Zacian right there, people. 3rd raid and we've got it done. Oh, fabulous. It's such a good shiny. They're a brilliant pair of shinies. 2105 Hundo Giratina. Maybe we should name it Giratina. Didn't have to work for it. Thank you so much, game. I think that's Yuki over in Japan. OG players from the Ealing community back in the day. Shiny Zacian, it's 69% of course, but a Japanese shiny gives a little bit more zest, and it won't be good for showcases because it's the shortest one in my storage. Come on, got to throw a like down on the video and do subscribe as well, because Shiny Zacian bagged real early before even we've got Zacian raids here hatching. I'm not going to make the same mistake I did with the Elgium last week, but that's an incensed in shiny Seedot, which, I mean, to be honest, I have no idea when I last picked up a shiny Seedot, but it's all sparkles are good sparkles. It's the first incensed shiny, and of course, it's a perfect plug. Go and drop episode 189 of the Incensed podcast to download across any podcast platform that you actually listen to it on. And we've just recorded episode 190, which is not only a guest featured show, somebody you may know very well if you watch the championship bits and pieces, but it's also a long show. I was up until 3:30 in the morning editing it, so please go and watch it or listen to it, even if it's just for me. But anyway, 0-star Seedot. We have to claim the collection challenge. Got all the Pokemon featured on our thing. We've got a Squovet that's not a Hundo or shiny. Also have this stage of the timed research, so incense and Pokeballs and the Koffing, which can be Ditto, by the way, if you get it in the wild. And you can evolve Koffing now during this event up to Galarian Weezing. Got another Japanese raid invite from Morisan, which is awesome, and 2138. It's a friendship level up, which is great. Maybe back-to-back shiny. I got the most damage. That's good. And it's not back-to-back shiny, but sausage dog. And it's going to start raining. Oh, yay. As it turns out, our very next invite is from Lachlan in Australia. So that's it. 5 remotes done. 2133, but thankfully our first local raid is hatching some way down the road, so we're going to go and do that too. If I can get 3 shinies, then we can do the nice triple AR shot. Come on. Sadly not. Disappoint me. But this is really cool having these brand new shinies added to the game after years. First in person, Zacian is done cowering underneath the tree because the rain has arrived, and 2164, not bad actually. Thank you everybody who jumped in as well. Literally the rewards couldn't have been much worse actually, no rare candy or XLs whatsoever. But Blue Doggo in person, it is not. Not bad IV though, that's alright. I would like to get a hundo of it just for the sake of having it for Master League, and obviously I haven't chased it for XLs before. I feel that now, the next week is the time. As we waited out of the rain for so long that the raid that was 40 minutes till hatching, hatched, so 2163. Thank you everybody who's jumping in, by the way. So many people already maxed out, because obviously everybody from like America and stuff will have already raided in APAC for the day. But boom, not shiny. That's a shame. There's a nice quad of raids now, and 2169, we're getting closer to the hundo. It's been a long time since having this much hype for a raid boss to chase. Be shiny? Come on. It is not, unfortunately, but maybe edging towards that 2188. It really is very autumnal now in the UK. Doesn't know if it wants to rain or shine, but 2130. Okay, that's a lot worse. Maybe it can be shiny. Alex Nexton getting some friendship level up, dude. Fantastic. Will he get the final strike? No, CC's mad got the final strike. But Alex is at least on the board. I'm not. Blue Dog, bring it. Sadly, not. But it's all XL candy so long as they catch, which we'll do. We'll throw 1 ball on camera, hope that rain doesn't land on the screen at the optimum time. Yeah, I think the weather came down on the side of let's just rain. So this is another Zacian, people, and 2130 again, exactly the same as the previous raid. I wonder though, will it be blue? It's not monsoon rain, but it's not pleasant. Let's hope the technology survives. Come on, people, thank you for jumping in, and not a shiny, but again, with the autumnal background, it looks fabulous. And just like that, it's no longer raining. But we did manage to get to this Zacian with like a minute and a half left on the timer. 2134, again, kind of on the lower scale of the IVs, but if it can be shiny, it's just great to trade, and I wouldn't mind a lucky attempt at a schlundo of this sort of thing, or just a lucky shiny. 5-person crew, it's not a shiny on this one, but I'm not expecting to get another shiny for a while, because 3rd raid, and then, you know, 1 in 20 odd ratio or so. And quickly before I forget, we've got stage 2 of the sword path for the timed researchers claim, or some ultra balls is good. An encounter with a dino that is not shiny, and I don't know the research hundo. Everywhere is now a small lake. 441. Little amount of dust and XP, and an encounter with a rufflet at the end. Is this a hundo? No. We did manage to find another Zacian. It actually hatched with no egg timer on it, which is something interesting. And 2131. We're hovering around that 2130 range. Found a few fresh faces who had not maxed out their remotes for the day. Shiny is not, unfortunately. But that's all good. And we do need to evolve one particular thing that's only available for the next, what, 6-7 days or so. The evolution I mentioned is the following. Obviously, Koffing, for the duration of this event, can evolve into Galarian Weezing. That's only happened once or twice before with previous forms. The one that was most notable for me was being able to evolve my Shadow Shiny Cubone into Shadow Shiny Alolan Marowak, and that was 2+ years ago. Never been able to be done in the game again. So, Koffing can be Shadow Shiny. I've seen plenty of people on socials who have evolved their Shadow Shiny Koffings into Shadow Shiny Galarian Weezings. We don't have that, unfortunately, because if I show the collection, years ago I evolved it to Shadow Shiny Weezing from the Kanto region, unfortunately, so we can't do that. However, I do have a Nundo, evolve it into the Galarian version as of now, and while we do that, it's worth noting that the upcoming events in October are looking pretty fire. There's some great spot hours, there's some very, very good raid hours, and some very good raid bosses, but it's nice to add a random Nundo to the collection. Galarian Weezing there. The content in question brings in a new set of Dynamax battles, so the Galarian starters are now taking over the tier 1s when October the 1st swings in, and Phalanx with a shiny potential will replace Beldum in the tier 3s. The best recommendation to take down the Phalanx Dynamax is to fast TM your Dynamax Charizards, because they can learn Max Airstream, which is super effective versus a fighting type. The 5 stars are bringing in Zamazenta, first time to the game October the 4th to the 14th, and then Giratina from the 14th to the 28th. That's 2 weeks of chasing the shiny Origin Giratina, and then to round out October and the beginning of November is Darkrai. All very good Pokemon. I'm not actually sure how usable Zamazenta is in the game. Your Mega Raids are there on the screen. You've got Shadow Entei back once again. You've got 5 raid hours, so we're going to live stream all of those raid hours, of course. The events is where it gets interesting. Obviously, the Galarian Expedition, that is bringing in shiny Zamazenta as well as the shiny Galarian birds off of Daily Adventure Incense. That is exceptional. But we do have the Community Day itself, and sandwiched in there is Galarian Expedition Taken Over, which is this right here. It's new Shadow Shiny potential. We don't know what they're going to be from the Rocket Leaders. However, new Shadow Pokemon, and Giovanni has Shadow Heatran for the very first time ever in the game. And Shadow Heatran should be pretty damn good with Magma Storm on it. The Shadow Raids are going to switch over as well, so we have all potential shinies apart from Sudowoodo in 1-stars and all shiny from the Tier 3 Shadows, which is really nice. Key point here, all 3 of those Shadow 3-star raid bosses have mega potential, so if you can get a purifiable Shundo, and the new Shadow Pokemon are here, so Caterpie, Mankey, Roggenrola, Venipede, Carablast and Shelmet. Some of them will be good, some of them will be mediocre. October the 12th is a Mega Raid Day. No idea what that's going to be. I'm kind of hoping it's going to be Mega Sharpedo. That'd be great. Magnetic Study is a random midweek event. No idea what that's going to be. The Research Day on the 19th is looking cool. No idea what that will be. And of course the Halloween events, which actually have back-to-back weekend kind of style events. We've got the 26th and 27th and part 2 with the 31st and the 3rd kind of adding extra stuff. So Halloween this year, people, is going to be stacked, and I'm very excited because I'm going to be in Italy for a little bit of that event, so I'll be playing it over there. If you're looking forward to all of that October content, hit that subscribe button and stick with me because there's so much good stuff to go and chase, and I am very excited. October's usually a stellar month in the game of Pokemon Go. But of course, massive thank you to every single person on the Patreon squad who are the reason we're able to continue doing this, bringing you content while it starts to chuck it down with rain, and possibly travel to some places and live stream those spot hours and raid hours as well. They really are the backbone and cornerstone of this community, so thank you so much for your pledges towards the channel. And I'm hoping I can get back out and chase some Zacian raids over the course of the weekend, because it's only here for the next week. So good luck. Let me know in the comments below your day 1 successes. I've seen people getting shiny Zacian already, which is awesome. And if you enjoyed, go and check out one of those 2 videos over there, of course. Stick around, continue enjoying the content. There's so much for you to enjoy, travel-wise, grind-wise. Maybe we'll be bringing back a 24-hour challenge for Galarian Expedition. But until the next time, people, do take care.